Hello guys, this is Anh from the Happymath channel. In this video, we continue with the power number and the conjunction technique. The power number is a number in form it have a power. For example, when you take the 2 times with 2 times and about 3 times, and you can shorten the expression in the 2 power to 3. And how about 4 times with 4 times together? So you got the power to 4. So this form of the number, we call it is a power number. And when to practice with the power number, you can take the general form, the power number is a power to n. And you will have some operation about the power number like this. For example, when you got the a power to n times with a power to m. So it will be equal to a power to n plus m. For example, when I take 2 power to 3 times with 2 power to 5, so I will get the 2 power to 3 but 5 is mean the 2 power to 8. And similar with the multiple of the power number, it is a divide a power number. So divide the power number is mean you have to take the power is minor. So from the general a power to n, we call a is a base number. Base number, and the n is a power number. It's a power number. Yes. And another problem about the a's power to n is when n equal to 0, so you will got that a power to 0. So a power to 0 always equal to 1. When n equal to 1, it means the a equal to a power to 1 is equal to a. This is the special form of the power number. When the power number equal to 0 and power number equal to 1. Okay, now the exercise following this video will practice a lot of operation about the power number with a specific number. For example, in the question 1, the value square root of some exercise. When let me overview about how does it mean the square root. When you take the 2a times with a, which will be equal to a square. So when you take the square root of a square, you will got the one of them be a's. For example, you got the 2 times with 2 equal to 2 over square is mean equal to 4. So when you take the square root, it means the inverse function of the power number. You will got the square root of 2. It means you have to take the some equal number times together equal to 6, equal to 4. So the square root of 4 is mean equal to 2. So when I write down is square root of 9, so it means I have to find the number. Which number take square, it will be equal to 9. So that number is 3 or minus 3. Because minus 3 take square also equal to 9. And next example is the square root of the 16. It means you have to find which number square equal to 16. So which number square equal to 16, it means it can be 4 or minus 4, because when the 4 square or minus 4 square, you also have the result is 16. Okay, so we can apply this knowledge about the question 1. Question A, square root of the 49. So which number will square equal to 49? Yes, it is 7. How about B? Which number square equal together which will be equal to 121? This is 11. Okay, so question C, square root of 1 over 9. So which number when you take the square root will be equal to 1 over 9? That is a 1 over 3. Go on. Question D, 4 over 25. 4 over 25 is mean 2 over 5, because 2 over 5 square equal to 4 over 25. and E, that is 0.1, because 0.1 square will be equal to 0.01. And in the same way with F, you can got the 0.3 square, it will be equal to 0.09. Okay, how about the cube root? The cube root is mean that the number which cube equal to s. It means cube time together, 3 time together. You got the a times a times a equal to a cube. When you take the cube root of a cube, it will be equal to a. So it means cube root of 8 will be equal to 2, because when you take the 2 times 2 times 2, it means 3 times, it will be equal to 8. Or 2 over 3, 2 power to 3 will be equal to 8. So the cube root, it means you have to find the number which time them together 3 times, it will be equal to 8. Okay, so how about question 8? Question 8, take the cube root of the 1000. It means you have to find the number time together 3 times, it will be equal to 1000. So it means the number is 10. Okay, how about 4 root? 4 root of the 21. It means you have to find the number that take multiple together 4 times, it will be equal to 31. And I think it can be 3, because 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, 4 times, it means the 3 power to 4, it will be equal to 81. Okay, so in a similar way with the J, K, and L. How about J? J, you got the mixed number. So we have to change the mixed number equal to fraction number. It means 16 times with 1 and plus 9 is 25 over 16. So square root of 25 over 16, this means you have to find the number square equal to 25 over 16. This means 5 over 4. And how about K? K is square root, cube root means 3 times. Yes. Which one? Time together 3 times equal to 0.125. It means 0.5, because 0.5 times 0.5 and times 0.5 will be equal to 0.125. Okay, there's a similar way with the L, the last question. Mixed number, and you have to change this number becomes the fraction. It means the 8 times with the 15, it means the 120. 120 plus 5 equal to 125 over 8, and the cube root. This means it has to be equal to 5 over 2. Yes. So for the next exercise, or in the future, or in your examination test, I think you should remember the special knowledge, special number in the square and cube. For example, 2 square equal to 4, 3 square equal to 9, 4 square 16, 5 square 25, 6 square 36, 7 square 49, 8 square 64, 9 square 81. How about 11 square? It will be 121. 12 square 144, and 13 square is 100. And how about let's me remember. This square will be equal to 169. Okay, so 4 square 64 square will become 196. 55 square 15 square is 225. These are the special number, and then I think you can remember by yourself. Learn by heart. Remember first 100%. in this table. Okay, how about q? In the q, you can q special, you can take the 2 q equal to 8, 3q equal to 27 times with 9 times with 27. Okay, 27, and 4q will be equal to 64. And how about the 5q? 5q means 25 times with 5, 25 times with 5 is 125. Okay, and in the, so you can take the by yourself some example, the 6q or 7q or 8q. Okay, so I remember in your examination or in the general test, you won't be learn about some special like this, some example like this. So just remember from the 1q to the 5q. Yes. So simplify. Let me take an example. When you take the square root of something times square root of something, it means you have to will be equal to square root of a whole square. Just like a times with a equal to a square. So square root of a times square root of a means square root of a square outside. So square root of a and square outside, it means you have the two operation inversely happen in the same time, so it will be equal to a. And in the same way, you can take the q root. For example, q root of a times with q root of a times with q root of a, it will be equal to a cube. So okay, q root of a cube, so it will be equal to a. And of course, when you take the 4 root of a times with 4 root of a, but you have to simplify 4 times, this will be equal to 4 root of a, 4 outside will be equal to a. Yes, so we will apply this knowledge or this formula to this exercise. Question A. Square root of 7 times square root of 7, you will got 7. Question B. 4 times with square root of 5, it means the 4 square root of 5 square outside. This means you can take the 4 times with 5 is 20. C. You got the 2 outside of the bracket, so when you broke inside the bracket, this means you have to take A times with B, n outside, n outside, so you can take A power to n and B power to n. So this means you got the 3 square, and the square root of 3 square, this will be equal to 9 times with 3 equal to 27. Okay. Good. Question D. Square root of 6 times with 4 is mean square for 6 outside 4 times, and this is 6. This is 6. 6 times 6 and 36. Question E. Square root of 2 power to 5 is mean square root of 2 power to 4 times with 5. This will be equal to 4 times 5 equal to 20. Yes. So same thing with the F. 2q times with square root of 3q. That's quite easy to make mistake in this case. 2q 8 square first and time one more time with the square root of 3. So 8 times with 3 and time with square root of 3. This means the 24 times square root of 3. So J square root 2 times with the square root of 8 is mean square root of 2 times with the square root of 4 times 2. Square root of 4 times 2 is mean for square root of 4 times with square root of 2. So square root of 2 is mean 2. 2 times square root of 4 is mean 2. It will be equal to 4. J. And continue with the question 8. Question 8 you will got here is 2 square root of 3 times with 3 square root of 3. Okay, because the square root of 27 equal to square root of 9 times with 3. So 6, 3, 2, 3 is 6. Square root of 3, square root of 3 is 3. So this one will be 18. You can work by yourself with the question I, J, K, and L. Just eat it. Expression in the form k times with the square root of 2. K times with the square root of 2 is mean the factor of this question have to be equal to square root of 2. So I will take the 18 will be equal to something times with 2. Something here is 9 times 2. So you can separate the 1 square root into the 2 square root, and it's equal to 3 square root of 2. In the same way, I factorize 50 equal to 2 times something, so that something is 25, and you separate it into the 2 square root. Square root of 25 equal to 5. 4 times 2. Square root of 4 times square root of 2 equal to 2. Yes. D. Square root of 949 times with 2. So square root of 49 times with square root of 2 becomes 7. 2. E. 100 times 2 equal to square root of 100 times the square root of 2. So 10 times the square root of 2. So in the question F, you separate the 162 will be equal to the 81 times the 2. Take square root, so it will be equal to 9 square root of 2. This is the question 3. So until now, I think you take the more fluently in operation of the power number with the square root first. Okay, question 4. Simplify by yourself with the same technique in the previous exercise 3. For example, when I got A, you will got the square root of something, and okay, let me take some more knowledge about this question. This means I think you should separate or factorize the number inside the square root. Simple is equal to the one of the factor has to be equal to the square, a perfect square number. What does that mean, perfect square number? The perfect square number, for example, is 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, and 64, and 81, and 100. I call it is and something. I call it is a perfect square. So with the perfect square, it means when you take the square root of the perfect square, you will got the integer number. When you take square root of the perfect square, you will got the integer number. So that is the definition of the perfect square. So I will separate, or I will factorization 12 equal to some number times with the perfect square. So perfect square you will got here is 4 and time with 2 and time with 3. So I can take it outside, and inside the bracket, inside the square root is a 3. In the same thing with the question B, 28, it means I choose the perfect square is 4. 4 times 7. So it means it is equal to square root of 4 times with square root of 7 and 2 times with the square root of 7. Okay, in the same thing with question C. In the question C is 18. So which perfect square you will choose? Maybe 4. Okay, it can be 4. How about 9? No, it can be 9 because the factor is 9. You have no integer number. And how about the 16? Yeah, it is 16. I take the 16 times with 5. So square root of 16, it means the square root of 16, square root of 5, and you got the 4 times with the square root of 5. And D, take square root, take the perfect square is 9, 9 times 3, and you get 3 times the square root of 3. E, I take 4 times 6, and you got the square perfect square is 4. This means 2 times the square root of 6. F, F may be larger. 127, 128, so I can take it as 64. Yes. So 64 is the square root of perfect square, and you will get the 8 times the square root of 2. Okay. In the same way with the remaining question, you factor the number inside the square root simple equal to the one factor have to be the perfect square. So and the time to another number that should be the integer number, and you take the easy the square root of the perfect square because the square root of the perfect square is the integer. Okay, when you finish the question 4, you're very fluently about the simplify the square root, so you will apply the more advanced techniques in the calculation. And question A, I will take the square root of 18 equal to the 9 times 2. Okay, one of them is perfect square. How about the 50? Okay, 25. So I can take it the 3 square root of 2. 5 the square root of 2. You know why? Square root of 2 will be outside. Inside we got that 3 and 5. So it is the 8 square root of 2. How about B? The square root of the, this means this is the 16 times 3. Yes, 16 times 3. So you got the perfect square here. And 9 and 3. Got the perfect square here is 9. So square root of the 16 times with the square root of 3 minus square root of 9 times with the square root of 3. Perfect square. Perfect square. Take square root of 3 outside. 4 minus 3, and you got the 1. 1 times the square root of 3. C. 2 will time with the square root of 4 times 2, and 72 will become to 9 times with 8. 9 times with 8, is that okay? No, it can be. So 36 times 2. 36 times 2. Yeah. So I got the square root. Perfect square is 2 times the square root of 2, and perfect square is 36 is mean 6 times with the square root of 2, and 4 6 it means 10. 10 the square root of 2. Okay, in the similar way, question D, E, and F. So stop video and work by yourself and compare the result with your partner or your friend. Okay, thank you so much for watching. So after this video, you have learned about the power number, the radical number. The radical number is mean you can take the square root, or you take the cube root, or the 4 root. And I remind you about the perfect square. The identity of the a square minus b square equal to the a minus b and a plus b. Count them together, and you apply it to the exercise to transform the rational denominator. So when won't maybe easily understand these topics, but I think you can replay this video and practice by yourself, and after maybe 1 or 2 times, I sure you can work very fluently in your exercise in the school. So thank you so much for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe if you see this this video is useful for your learning math. Thank you so much.